me. She my pretty young thing, and I do anything for her.
I love you, ay, pretty young thing. You need some loving from a real one. I wanna love you, ay, pretty young thing. You need some loving, and I'm a real one. Hold up, what's up? What's your name? I should've asked the verse before, don't throw shade. A lot of girls do too much for that fame, but I can get to know you just from your page.
Up and awake. Annie beat me to getting dressed. Let me just put that in the vlog because I'm sure she wants it to be known. Did you see how the lights just came on when we walked through here? Y'all ain't never seen it. This is some new upper level shit me and Annie are on. Annie's currently stuffing her face. She likes nuts in her mouth, obviously. Anyways. I have one extra long ass eyelash. Just point that out. Wow, this is the largest elevator I've seen in Europe. And we're currently about to go down the stairs. Elevator. No. There was definitely like a whole little chair there yesterday. Okay, so we're currently stuck in our hotel.
I'll move here.
So we went down to get to our room.
I guess.
This is ridiculous. We don't even know where we are. We could be anywhere. We're currently stuck in our castle. It's so big that we got lost in our own hotel. Oh, this is it. Some people just don't know how to read. Me and Annie just barely missed the subway.
Nuh-uh. Alexis made us miss it.
It's one right here, Annie. You did all that bitching for nothing. That was fast service.
That was where we were last night.
I just asked you, was we over here? You said no.
I didn't know.
I mean, I don't remember any of this, but.
Close the door.
Okay. We made a little pedestrian crosswalk here. Breakfast. We're eating chicken ham. I have huevo, egg, bocadillo for breakfast. You know, thank God Spanish like to eat breakfast late and they like to eat eggs and ham all day because
All day they like
we would be screwed. So yeah, me and Annie for the egg eat and we're going to Guggenheim. We are in Guggenheim. Look at this, it's a whole puppy.
We gotta cross.
An entire puppy.
Ready, let's go.
We don't have the right way. And the police is right there. Wow, and
What?
they're only gonna take you to jail. I mean me. They're only gonna take me to jail. I gotta get this on my snap. Who ain't got all time in the world?
Let's go walk down here.
It's a whole park.
In the museum first. Look how fucking green everything is. Just look.
You haven't seen grass in years. Me and Annie loved the museum. We couldn't video anything in there, but I'm gonna try to see if I can insert some pictures of the stuff that we saw. But these are tulips, and this is another famous bridge. This is me and Annie. Matches Annie's outfit. Mine too. It's so cute.
Bilbao's amazing.
We love Bilbao. We've basically confirmed that this is the best city in Europe without going to all of them. Actually, in the world, scratch that.
If we can find a bottle of water, it'd be perfect.
If we could just find some water here and not be parched, like, you know, we probably just move in.
Yeah.
So, the red trees are gorgeous. The Guggenheim Museum was beautiful. I'm gonna drop some pictures of some of the things we saw there because we couldn't take pictures or videos inside, which I enjoyed because I enjoyed not having to waste battery to get that moment for, you know, you guys to watch. But you know, I wasted a little battery.
These people are in the way. Look at that one.
Let me get a,
Look at that little.
I'm taller than you, I might get a good view of you.
Pero sí hay peña que es los que se quejan.
My camera actually, I didn't get a video next to the ring, but I'm gonna drop my pictures. It's a wonderful world in Bilbao. I'm so glad everybody knows. And they are currently having an orgasm over Bilbao. Me and Annie are currently having an orgasm over Bilbao. They're still playing What a Wonderful World because they know Bilbao is wonderful as hell. If you want to go to any city in Spain, the top two I recommend are, the first one is Bilbao. But I just love Salamanca too. Salamanca just has a lot of history. I just like the architecture in Salamanca.
I was telling somebody, like, Salamanca just has a special place in my heart.
But Madrid, like, I really don't. Madrid is more like London. Like, you might as well go to London if you want to go to Madrid. But they have some pretty stuff there.
Oh,
but
look at that. Look at the
yeah, I was
vines
looking at
growing
that
on it.
side. But we love it. You can see palm trees, red trees, a ring, a tarantula, a bridge, and another bridge at the same time.
Same time.
And murals. While also getting water for €1.20.
Look at the face.
Bro, Bilbao is the shit round. And whiskey glasses is the diamond. But if you want to marry me, you have to bring me back here. And right here. Right here. Only while the trees are red on the other side. That's it.
Let's cross and get a.
No, it sounds crazy, but we literally walked just to see this.
Just to see the house.
We can go now.
That's the university building.
These columns that are like all different. Yeah. Okay, we're leaving the mall. Annie have been shopping. We are getting a €2.50 lamb sandwich, and then we're gonna go get crepes and go back to the shopping district. I think we're calling it Indoxtu for right now because that's how the only way we can pronounce it. I got this cute ass purse and I'm gonna say parfois, but Annie acts like I'm an idiot when I say this.
No, it's just funny the way you say it.
Bitch, I'm from Paris.
Look, it has them in. It has all these cities.
Where's America?
It doesn't have one.
France, Brazil, Cyprus, Georgia. Georgia is a real country.
Yeah.
This
It
is
doesn't
the
have
bag
anything
I
in the
got.
States.
Like I thought it was so bad. Yeah, Annie got tapas. Oh, please video. Oh, our crepe is getting made. Let me do a quick run through the video. I might want to try one of those crepes one day. Where's the crepe place? The crepes are getting made. Sorry, Annie, am I fucking your video?
You're good.
We're getting a banana split.
It's taking a long time.
We'll come back to it. Alright, this is us now. This is us. We should have requested she wash her hands first. My shit. I just want to say, me and Annie have officially lived. This has been the best day of my life.
Look at that.
Okay, I need to. Fat asses are doing one of my favorite things to do, is eat without saying grace. Annie's pretty much killed this sangria. This is only my second glass. I'm not the alcoholic today. We know who's gonna be breaking the law when they get back to America. But yeah, my feet had pretty much gave out on me about 30 minutes ago. So Annie kind of like peer pressured me into ordering food because we shouldn't have been hungry, obviously. sad thing is, I could probably eat this shit. And she knew that. And Eddie thought it was rude for us to sit and not order food. But we ordered a drink. We just wasn't ready to order yet. I mean, had we been in America, it would have been easier for us to relay the message that we wasn't hungry. Annie not as fluent as she bitched out and said she was. Basically.
This is a poppin' Tuesday.
I wanted to go to the castle, but apparently the castle is not even open for visitation.
It's an outside only castle.
It's an outside only tour. I knew somebody lived in there. Somebody bought it.
Really?
For only like €1.5 million. I think that's why it's private. But we're gonna go. So we basically just see Bilbao from those two top views tomorrow. So we're gonna do the San Jose thing. We're doing that tomorrow. We do that first. We're doing San Jose, then we can go back over your bridge like you want to. Get ice cream. Go do that thing.
I want to do this other thing.
Oh yeah, I forgot
Go to
about
that village.
Go to the village. What else we need to do tomorrow? We need to do one more thing. You just made me forget.
I don't know.
We're going up the thing, the bridge, ice cream, San Sebastian, and what you want to do?
San Juan
San Juan.
and the little village.
San Juan is a little bit. Oh no, San Juan. Little village. That's it.
Yeah.
No, I don't know why I had something.
But
Oh, we're gonna get a drink. We're gonna get a drink at the top at the same
we
time.
can get to the little village by the metro.
So which one gonna do first? How we gonna do it?
That's what I'm saying. Maybe that should be
The first. No. I think we need to go out of town first. If we're gonna go to San Juan, we can go in the morning. You don't think so?
I don't know.
Me and Annie have died and came back to life twice today. We're currently on our way home. We ate again.
We sure did.
I don't know if I took a video of what we ate.
I don't think you
I
did.
did, didn't I?
I
Isn't
don't
that
think
when
you
I said we don't eat? We don't say.
Oh yeah, you did. We don't say green.
I did. We had 2 pitchers of sangria, which equals about 4 glasses apiece. Maybe more than that.
We had 1 liter each. Average out.
Damn, that's sad. Well, we had 1 liter of sangria each. So, at this point, we might be borderline alcoholics. But, I mean, it's cool or whatever. We're currently taking the bus to say the word in
Cavies.
Valladolid.
Cavies. Oh,
I'm just messing
Valladolid.
with you.
Cavies.
To Cavieses. My extra long eyelash is still in attendance.
The middle finger.
What y'all think about this $30 mascara? Is it worth it? My makeup stayed on all day. Annie's eyeliner.
Annie's eyeliner did great today.
Annie's eyeliner lived. Our phones didn't die.
We did really good with our phones today.
We did good.
I recharged my portable charger.
Let's make sure we remember that. We did great, bro. The Guggenheim Museum was beautiful. We request that everyone goes to the Guggenheim Museum before you die.
For sure.
It should be on your bucket list if it's not already. Guggenheim is the shiznit.
The shiznit?
We should do the art museum on Sunday if it's open on Sunday.
I thought that's what our plan was.
Yeah, I'll just make sure.
Yeah, we'll do that
tomorrow.
Sunday.
We're gonna go up to we're basically gonna get 3 different nice views of Bilbao tomorrow.
Yeah.
At San Jose.
Yeah. The village.
We're going to the village. We're gonna finally get our drink on the rooftop that we didn't get today, and then we're gonna do what's the last thing? The other. Oh, I don't know how to say it though. The A word. It starts with an A though.
What A word?
The little trolley up to the top.
I don't know
mountain.
what that's called. You never told me.
Oh, I thought you was looking it up to see. No, I told you how to get there though.
You never told me what it was called.
The funicular, whatever, something A funicular.
Okay.
We're taking the €1 bus to the top, so we'll get 3 different views of Bilbao tomorrow. That'll be really nice. So we're doing that tomorrow. We're going to our palace. The people on the subway are looking like these bitches are nuts, and I'm glad they know because we're most definitely not in our right minds.
100% are. No way.
So we have to go to we have a 20-minute walk
After the metro.
My feet gave up 30 hours ago. We know, well, I know not to wear these shoes anymore. Probably like any days in my life.
Honestly, you should throw them on.
The Asians have really
Fucked you
ripped the
over.
bitch off. Wow, Annie.
They fucked you over 100%.
If I saw those Asians today, they have a new fucking hole ripped in them at this point. And I lost my receipts. Well, it's in the trash. You think that they cleaned our room up, Annie? They were still on the floor though when I left.
I hope so.
Well, I made my bed up. Damn, we gotta get a washcloth tomorrow, okay? I mean today.
Yeah,
Do we have to ask them how to get to us? Do we have to ask them that today?
We
Or
can
you
probably,
got it?
we'll go up to the room and see if they did it. Because you wrote that note, remember? And then if not, we'll call down and ask for a washcloth.
Okay. Well, yeah. Phone's probably finna die in no time, so me and Annie, we're out.
Bye.
Bye. So, even though it didn't make it to the vlog, I asked Annie was we going to the right place. Because I just kind of thought it, I don't know. I just had a bad feeling that we weren't going in the right direction. Which, I mean, we technically were going in, the subway was going in the right direction, but it wasn't. So, we got on the wrong line. And it's honestly only 2 lines, honestly. Like, 2 to 3. But
really had no reason
the
to
third
fuck
one
it
doesn't
up.
count.
We had no reason to fuck it up.
And then we choose to get off in the one subway station that has like not like air on the outside of it, not an extra enclosure. So we got on the wrong line. We have to wait for the next bus to get on the right line and then get on
Another one.
meet at the back, the line that we originally came from,
Yep.
to get back on the right
We
line.
completely fucked it up.
Chances are we'll have maybe like a 2-hour walk home because we
We'll just
ruined
taxi
it.
at that point.
At this point, we're just gonna have to, shed the euros because none of these say KBS's at all.
We got on the one that said KBS's though.
I mean, we don't really know that.
I don't. We got on the one that said KBS's.
It
I know
did.
that because that's the only reason I knew where to go. Was it? Said
I mean, I knew it
KBS?
said KBS's on that little screen,
We
but
probably got on the wrong bus. The
Yeah.
bus probably didn't say KBS.
no, it didn't.
Fuck. It's fine.
Okay, well, just praise Jesus and pray to God that we make it back because
And it's gonna cut to a video of us going, all right.
So I know I look different, but I'm actually filming this part years after Bilbao. Not that long, but it was one part about Bilbao I left out of the vlog, and that is how me and Annie ended up stranded in Bilbao. So, and I didn't have time to film it, and I was just so in awe. By the time we got back to our room, we were just so happy to make it and tired. So I didn't film it then either. But basically what I was wanting to say was we basically got on the wrong subway. We had been getting on the subway around like 10:30 because I think the last subway leaves at like 11. So we would try to get on the subway every day by 10:30 just to make sure we didn't miss. So at one point, like when we got on the subway, I was like, I don't know, this doesn't look like the right subway. But I just thought maybe it was going in the wrong direction. But something told me it wasn't the right subway. But I've never ridden on a subway really, besides our time in Bilbao. So I was like, what do you know? So, and he's like, this is Subway, so let's just go on the subway. So we get on the subway, and like 20 minutes into being on the subway, we noticed that we're on the subway. Like it's like 3 lines on the subway, but really mostly like 2. And one goes like on the left side of the river and one goes on the right side of the river. So we figure out like, I don't know, I just started noticing that we were looking at stops that I'd never seen before. And I was like, are we on the right subway? So then I look up and we notice we're on the wrong side of the river. So at this point, it's like 10:50 or whatever. And we're like, okay, let's just get off the subway and just get on the next subway to go the other direction. Well, we had to go to like a meeting point. So it's like 2 lines. And so like we're on the wrong side of the river. So we need to go back to the meeting point and get on the subway to go to ours. So I don't know how in the world we thought that we'd be able to do that with 10 minutes left before the subway closes. So it's like 10:50 something. And it's taking a long time for the other subway to even come. And I'm like, it's like 10:58. And I'm like, by the time that subway comes and we make it back to the meeting spot or whatever, the subway might be closed and we're gonna be farther from the subway than we are now. So Annie had looked it up and we were like 45 minutes, a 45-minute walk from home. So we're like, okay, fuck it, let's just walk. I didn't even get to show you guys my shoes, but I had bought these shoes, these little booties. I'll insert a picture, but I had bought these little booties from this Asian store or whatever. These booties had like fell apart. The sole had fell apart in like 2 days. Like it felt like I was walking with like a rock under my foot or something. Anyway, so my feet had been literally hurting all day in those shoes. But so then I was like, now I have to walk 45 minutes back home after being on my feet all day. And so we had used our little, she had like a battery charger and we had dang near used all of it like a few hours before. So like our phones were like literally like on 19% and like 5%. And we had like a 45-minute walk home. So we couldn't really use our maps too much because we didn't want our battery to die before we made it home. Anyway, so as we're walking, it's like we're in the worst part of town we can be in. It's like so dark. It's like factories. It's like all I see is like big factories and like 18-wheelers on the side of the road. Like we barely saw any people. So like we were just walking and I saw like this group of people and I was like, okay, I just really need to keep walking. And I saw like, it's basically like 4 men or 5 men. And it was like, I saw this one girl that seemed like she was like drunk or something. Like she just wasn't, I don't know, but one of the men was trying to like get her together. Like, anyways, I was like, okay, just keep walking. So we just keep walking. And like for a second, Annie wanted to, well, we kind of got like on this busy road by the river. And I saw a lot of people like fishing like late at night. But I was thinking we would see a taxi, you know, coming through the street because there was a few cars coming through the street, but none were taxis. So eventually Annie wanted to try to go detour off the like track and find like a hotel or something to ask somebody if we can use their phone to call a taxi or what do we need to do. And I really didn't want to do that because some just told me not to do that because it would be a waste of time. And it ended up being a waste of time. Like we spent 10 minutes trying to find somewhere, but like literally nothing was open. Like nothing was open. There were everything was like an apartment and not a hotel. So the buildings we did see, they weren't open. So we went back to the right way home and we just started walking straight. So eventually we see this bar that's open. And so we stop at the bar and we're like, oh my God, can you help us get a taxi or whatever? Like Annie's the Spanish speaker, so I just let her talk to them, but I had to pee so bad. So I was like, I went to the bathroom and I just peed and prayed. I was like, oh my God, Lord, please help us get back home. I don't know how we're gonna cross the river because we have to cross a river to get there. And so it just so happened, I didn't even notice it when we got back, but the river and the bar, well, there's like a gondola to get to the river over the Biscaya Bridge. I think that's how you say it. At night, it's actually a really famous bridge, but at night you actually just can't see it at all. But like we were literally like, we were closer to the bridge and the gondola to go over the river than we were to the bar actually. So somebody in the bar just was like, you know, you guys need to you can take a taxi, but it'll take about 15 minutes, or you can just take this gondola right here to the other side of the river, and your hotel is only like a 10-minute walk from there. So we were like, perfect, thank God. Like we've been walking forever. We didn't think we were ever gonna make it home. I didn't know how we was gonna cross this river. So we get the little gondola ride. We go across the river. So at this point, our phones are like on 3%. Well, my phone's on 3%. I think Annie's phone is almost dead if it's not on 1%. So it was a taxi right there. But I was like, after walking for like an hour, I just want a taxi. Like, I'm just ready to get home. So I was like, let's just take a taxi. So we get in the taxi. And like our hotel, we really should have walked, but our hotel was literally like less than a minute drive. Like a minute and 30 at tops. Our freaking taxi driver charged us €7 just to freaking taxi a minute and a half. Like, not even kidding you. Like, I was so confused. Like, I was like, had I really known what he was doing? Like, I knew he said siete, but I'm like, I gotta be crazy because there's no way he's saying €7. Like, that must be the change from a 10 or something. Like, charged us €7, but at that point, we really didn't care. Like, we was just so ready to go home and be at home. We literally was in the dark for like an hour just walking, like literally. And like, it really was just a blessing. I was just praying that we made it home on time, because I mean, we made it home, period. Because I was like, I don't know how in the world we're gonna make it home, but yeah. So, other than that, we really loved Bilbao. I think it's beautiful. I definitely recommend going there. If you go to Spain, Salamanca and Bilbao are my top 2 places. Salamanca, of course, I'm probably more prejudiced towards because I live here, but I think it's so beautiful. So I definitely recommend Salamanca and Bilbao. But other than that, it was a great trip. I really enjoyed it. The food was amazing. People were really nice. It's a lot of English speakers if you don't really know Spanish. But other than that, everybody was really helpful, and it was a beautiful city. Great weather. It just rains a lot. Like, it has like a slight mist all the time. But other than that, I really love the city, and you can get everywhere through metro. Don't recommend taxis because they seem to be high as hell. But other than that, I definitely recommend you going though. See you in the next vlog.